So Nidaa, how are you actually using AI in your email copywriting, on a day-to-day basis?
Hi, Kaushik. I think most writers like me, we generally ask AI to write an email targeting so-and-so type of companies, say marketing companies who would who would want a particular kind of agenda. So this is what we tell the Chat GPT, that we want to write an email, and for this reason.
Right. So there, in fact, what is happening is that if you look at LinkedIn, there's so many of these email marketing prompts which you see, right? And it's what we have actually done is we have consolidated all the main email marketing prompts that any B2B marketing team can use, and we've actually launched a section. It's called the B2B Prompt Library, and I will just share my screen and show that to you. But there are a couple of things here. The first thing is that if instead of like casually chatting with GPT and explaining a requirement, if you make a formal prompt, right? If you make a which has all the details and explains in a very detailed manner what you're requiring, the output is a lot better. So what I want to do is actually show the audience an example of how it can be done. And in the case of content, whether it is email or blog posts or like any kind of ad copywriting, there are some classical marketing techniques or frameworks which can be used.
Okay.
Right. So let me just share my screen right now, and let's take an example of that.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a migration. So this, I believe this will cut down the iteration. So this is by the way, this is a free section library. You can just go to our site and you can click on the prompt library, and you will get like a very detailed repository. Now we are going to be talking about the email copy. Right? What are the various prompts which can be done within email copy? And like I was saying, there are these classical methods, right, which can be used. So I think a lot of the audience would have heard about the attention, interest, desire, action, right? That's a very commonly, I mean, you may not be a lot of content writers may not be knowing this, but they are using these kind of
you may not know the term, but you following this same method anyway.
Yes. Even this problem agitate, basically this one means that you put forth the problem and then you tell them how they can solve it. This before after bridge basically means that you are explaining to a prospect the situation before and after the solution is implemented. So there are multiple such methods. Now let's take, I will take the example of Bridge Gap itself, and we specialize in B2B digital sales. Now if you have to write an email which is based on this, so all I need to do is I'm just going to go here and type these details which are required, and also I'm going to be saying my target audience is B2B and IT companies, right? So I'm just going to be saying that, and right now this is a prompt which has been generated. Now I have to use that on in any of the GPTs that I use. Now I'm going to be copying the prompt, and I'm just going to be putting it here, and let me see if I have to make any changes in it, right? So potential okay, there's some typo here, but basically the pain point. So I'm just going to say the pain point, which is lack of specialized B2B digital resources, and then transition. So I'm going to be challenges of, I'm going to say, and I'm doing it live. So this is not, I mean, this, I'm just reducing the text that I'm actually putting here, but recruiting of challenge of recruiting digital specialized talent. Okay. And right, so I think we can just go with this for now. Yeah. So I'm just going to be copy pasting this, and I generally use Gemini, and I'm going to be putting this, right? So you will see the email which has come, right? Now so this is you can see that it is using this methodology of awareness, interest, desire, action, right? So it is making people aware, first of all, okay, that okay, you may be going through a certain problem, and then it's trying to increase your interest, and towards the end, it is getting you to act on it, right? So this is the like a typical methodology for uh, IDA, awareness, interest, desire. Right? So these, this is what I was saying, right? It is, if you
Yeah.
take the effort to make a detailed prompt, and this library has been made exactly for that, right? You will get a variety of prompts here, which are specifically meant for B2B digital sales. Uh, let me take another example. Um, should I take this? Let's take before after bridge, right?
Yeah.
So here I'm going to be listing down my target industry, which is, again, I'm going to be saying, right? And okay, so I'm going to be copying this prompt, and I am going to be putting this. And I'm just, since now again I'm doing it online, let me just put, uh, I mean, the Gemini already knows about bridge gap. So let me just try and put this, like just maybe put one or two, this thing, fill one or two areas here,
Yeah.
and describe the pain points. So I'm going to say recruiting. Um, okay.
Hmm.
Right. So if you have to like do a better job, of course you have to put everything. But
Absolutely.
let me just take this as it is,
Okay.
and let's see because I just want to demonstrate the difference in the
Hmm.
style, right? So yeah, so you can see this is a you can the prospect has been asked to imagine a world where this thing. So you're saying, okay,
Yeah.
this is your current situation, and imagine a world like after you implement the solution, then this is the after. That is exactly what this whole before after bridge means. So right, I hope the point is clear, Nida.
Yeah, it's absolutely clear. I mean, I have to make, I made a note of two things actually. I think the prompt at the beginning itself was so detailed that it immediately reduces the effort and the time of the whole
Yes,
process of forming this email. And
yeah,
secondly, with the less detailed, definitely we are using prompts that are way less detailed than this. So in that case, the
yeah,
output itself, even if you're improving it later on, the output
yeah,
is not this good.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
And
I'm loving these prompts.
oh, great. Thanks for the feedback. In fact, we have just launched it. We are showing this and taking feedback from people.
Yeah.
And yeah, the so there are a couple of things here also. Now, one is that okay, which of these should you use? Now, I mean, we are not going to go through everything, but I mean, just if you're a new company, right? Your main like if you're a new
Would
product,
be
it
like,
would be this. Yeah, you have to
yes.
increase this thing. Whereas I would say before after is, you are an established company, you're already in touch with the prospect, and you
Yeah.
are introducing a new, like maybe you are offering one, now you are saying offering two, right? So then this could be a potential first mail, because you already know the
Yeah.
process, right? So that could be this thing. And yeah, and in fact, Nida, we have done another, I think, video on this. It is very important to humanize whatever content that you are seeing here. Remember, it
Yeah.
is
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, humanizing is a given. But I
yeah,
think after using this prompt, our immediate next step would be humanizing because I don't see how we could improve on uh,
yes, on
the
the
result
approach and on
here.
the
Yeah.
flow. Yeah, yeah,
The
we have
result,
to.
even by the AI, is very good. So I think the
Yeah,
only thing left here is humanizing and adding a little more company tone or
yeah,
touch somewhere if you
yes,
would like. Otherwise, it's good
yes.
to go.
Yeah, very rightly said. I mean, one is how do you, for example, if you have good, whatever original content that we have done recently, some links to that can come in here. Some unnecessary, in fact, that can be a part of the prompt, I mean, that, don't use very high-handed English, just
Yeah.
keep it to the basics. So yeah, that goes without saying. You'll have to do this. So yeah, that's really what we wanted to cover. And please feel free to come to the site, go to the section. Just takes like 30 seconds to, or even less than that, to make an account, and you can start using this. Right?
Yeah.